Good morning, friends of the internet. We are back in the world of Tanks Garage. If I sound a little different today, it is because I am stone cold sick. I have been in bed all weekend trying to get over this cold. So if the videos are a little slow on the upload or I miss 1 or 2 days this week, it's just because of this cold. That's all it is, guys. You can tell by my voice, I'm really hoarse. But I wanted to show off this tank. We just went ahead and acquired it. The op just got over. So I wanted to kind of take it out, kind of go over this tank a little bit. It's pretty much just a Tiger, a tier 7. It's got a little less engine power and a little less turret rotation, but for the most part, it's basically a Tiger. It's still got the great gun on it, which pins great. You can do quite a bit of damage. The gameplay I got for you was not spectacularly awesome, but it was still kind of showing what the tank can do. And then I'm going to go ahead and post a couple images of some of the battles I had earlier in the day when I had just got the tank and was feeling a little better than I did now when I was recording. So with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and find ourselves a match, shall we? All right, guys, so we're on mines now with this brand new premium Tiger hammer. So it looks like we got some E75, a Conqueror, a couple big tanks we got to deal with. We're only a tier 7 and those are some tier 9, so we got to be very mindful of those tanks. But there's not a lot of armor to this tank, so I'm going to kind of explain the situation with this tank. This tank is more of a sniper kind of tank. It's rare that you're going to bounce around. I did bounce around earlier in the day. I bounced like a KV2's like derp cannon, which really surprised me. But for the most part, if something shoots at you, and anybody knows this, like if you see a Tiger on the battlefield, you're not really too frightened by it. But if a Tiger knows what he's doing up against like a T29, they can pretty much wreck him just because of the reload time and the cannon that they have. So I decided to push down here. I get a couple spots in here. I see this T44. So I decided to just kind of see if I can keep him lit up. I see he's tracked, so I go ahead and I put a shot, get back into cover because I don't want to get hit at all in this tank. Anything that hits me is going to pretty much pin me. So we got the 44 dead. I see this Freedom, and I'm like, man, he's got a pretty quick little reload time too, and he's got a lot of armor. So I got to be very cautious. So I kind of pivot my tank, thinking he's going to slow down and stop, but he keeps moving. I skipped that round. I was like, okay. So I try to lead the shot here. And I clipped it back into that rock. And I'm like, what is this guy doing? Look at him. And my platoon mate's just like laying into him. So I get him tracked. I wait. You can see my reload time. We can just beat this guy up all day long. So you can see how quick this tank is. I mean, the reload time on it's great. Now I see the IS-3. I get a quick shot into him. Now I know there's a Carnivon down around this corner, so I'm trying not to push too far. I see I get a shot on him. My platoon mate hits him and gets a nice shot, and I was hoping to get another shot, and I waited to see if he's going to peek the other way, and I'm tracked, and I didn't want to repair it because I was not really too worried about it because the IS-3 wasn't going to push back down. So I'm just kind of waiting. My platoon mate's sitting here next to me in a T29, so I know I got a pretty good gun next to me with quite a bit of armor. And I'm letting him know that that Carnivon's around the corner, and I keep peeking just to try to see if I see him. But I don't want to get caught by something else that could potentially in the back. But if you notice on the map, our team has pushed all the way around behind him, which is now forcing them to push through the middle. So I'm trying to get eyes on this Carnivon, and he's not there. So we kind of keep peeking, looking for him. And then there's somebody on our flag. It turns out it's this light tank. I get one quick shot into this guy, which ammo racks him, which was a pretty lucky shot. So he kind of dips back into cover there. Kind of wait to see if I get another shot, and he doesn't pull back out. You'll have to excuse me, guys. I'm trying to keep my throat like somewhat watered down here, so I'm not coughing too much. So if you hear me drinking, that's all it really is. Let's see. So then I see the IS-3 again. I'm waiting to see if he's going to pull out, but everything seems to be pretty well dug in. Then my platoon mate tells me that there's an E75 or something behind us pushing. And I'm trying to just watch these guys, and I realize by this point that everybody that pushed around is now engaging those guys, so I'm not really too concerned about those targets. So I'm going to come over here and help him because he calls out that it is the E75. Now here's where you can see how things change. He shoots, hits it for 315. I put a shot into him, and I hit him for 232. Now he decides to get another shot into him, and he bounces. I roll up, I get another shot into him for another 241. He rolls up, tries to get another shot into him, bounces. I take up, roll up, try to get another shot into him. I track him. He decides to roll up, take another shot. I'm thinking he's got him finished, and he bounces again. So at this time, I'm thinking, okay, I'm just going to try to go to the hatch the way that he's angled. So I zoom way in, get his hatch, 141, kill him. So you can see that that's a tier 9 up against or a tier 7 up against the tier 9 E75, a pretty solid tank. So you can see that this tank can hold its own if you know how to play it right. And that's why I wanted to showcase this. Like I said, this wasn't a really high scoring match. I just wanted to show you the capabilities of this tank being able to shoot a tier 9 tank and be able to stand its own. So I push up here and I see that it's a prototype, and I'm thinking, oh, I probably got the ass of him. Nope, sure don't. So I decide I'm going to try to shoot his cheeks, and it bounces. So at this point, I'm thinking, God, what am I going to do here? So I decide to go ahead and shoot load a premium round so I can make sure that this shot pins, because I don't want to have him take a shot into me, because he'll really, really hurt me. So he takes a shot. I see he takes a shot. I go ahead and I look at his cheek, put a shot into him for 159. That's the game. So like I said, not a really high scoring battle for us, but I wanted to show this tank off and show you what it is capable of doing. We did 2,250 in damage. We had 2 kills. We didn't block anything because we didn't take no shots. But we were, second on the team in damage. So I'll take it. I just kind of wanted to showcase this a little bit. Our platoon mate did 2,400, so good to him. He took first. I took second. Great game for us. We shot 14 rounds, 13 direct hits, 10 pins. Great little tank. I really enjoy it. Like I said, if you play it right, you can see we did a lot of damage to some people. They're just little hit bits of damage. 497, 251, 469, 159. Then the E75, we did 614 with 3 pins on him. So with that being said, guys, I hope you really enjoyed this video. Please bear with me this week, maybe into the next week, depending on how this cold's hanging on to me. I'm going to try to get these videos out, but bear with me. It's been really tough trying to talk and record and everything. So with that being said, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I'm going to go ahead and stay tuned after the thing, because I'm going to go ahead and show a couple of the screenshots of some more games that I had. So if you guys enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, you can follow us on Twitter. That way you know when we're posting YouTube content and when we're live streaming. If you haven't checked us out on Twitch or YouTube Gaming, come hang out, be part of the audience. And until next time, guys, we'll see all your faces later. Thanks so much, guys, for checking out my video. If you enjoyed that video, hit that thumbs up button and be sure to subscribe for future videos.